Rivalry reignited. Trump versus Harris. The political arena is no stranger to fiery rivalries. Yet, the ongoing clash between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris holds a unique intensity. From their first encounter on the debate stage to their current positions on the national stage, their interactions crackle with tension. This rivalry is more than just a personal feud. It reflects a deeply divided nation grappling with its identity and future. The stakes are high, with the 2024 election looming large.
Clash of Titans, the economy takes center stage. No issue ignites more passion and debate than the economy. Both Trump and Harris understand this, making it a central battleground in their political duel. Trump, the self-proclaimed champion of the working class, touts his record on job creation and economic growth. Harris, on the other hand, criticizes Trump's policies as benefiting the wealthy at the expense of the middle class. She points to income inequality and the rising cost of living as evidence of his failures. Their debate performances highlight these contrasting visions. Trump relies on his signature bombast and promises of a return to past prosperity. Harris counters with a more measured approach, emphasizing data and policy specifics. She argues for investments in education, infrastructure, and clean energy as the path to a more equitable and sustainable economy.
Global stage, Divergent Views, Foreign Policy, Face-Off. The world watches closely as the United States navigates a complex geopolitical landscape. From the ongoing conflict in Ukraine to tensions in the Middle East, the decisions made by American leaders have far-reaching consequences. Trump and Harris offer starkly different visions for America's role in the world. Trump's America First approach emphasizes nationalism and a retreat from global engagement. He touts his deal-making prowess and willingness to challenge traditional alliances. Harris, in contrast, advocates for a more collaborative approach, emphasizing diplomacy and multilateralism. She sees climate change as an existential threat and calls for global cooperation to address it. The Israel-Gaza conflict serves as a microcosm of their contrasting worldviews. Trump expresses unwavering support for Israel, while Harris calls for a more balanced approach that recognizes the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Their positions on this issue, as with many others, reflect their fundamentally different understandings of America's place in the world.
Domestic battleground, abortion, immigration, and gun control. The cultural and social fabric of America is being tested by a range of divisive issues. Abortion, immigration, and gun control are just a few of the topics that ignite passionate debate and highlight the deep ideological rifts within the country. Trump and Harris, as representatives of their respective parties, offer diametrically opposed stances on these critical issues. On abortion, Trump aligns himself with the anti-abortion movement, while Harris is a staunch advocate for reproductive rights. Their positions reflect the ongoing battle over women's bodily autonomy and access to healthcare. Immigration is another flashpoint, with Trump advocating for stricter border control and limits on legal immigration. Harris supports a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants and criticizes Trump's policies as inhumane. Gun control is perhaps the most intractable issue, with mass shootings a tragic recurring event in American life. Trump, a staunch defender of the Second Amendment, resists calls for stricter gun control measures. Harris, on the other hand, advocates for universal background checks and an assault weapons ban. Their positions reflect the deep divisions within American society over the right to bear arms versus the need for public safety.
The road ahead, 2024, and the future of American politics. The rivalry between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris is far from over. As the 2024 election cycle heats up, their confrontations are sure to intensify. Each will continue to rally their base, hoping to capture the White House and shape the future of the nation. But their rivalry represents something larger than just a political contest. It reflects a nation grappling with fundamental questions about its identity, values, and direction. The outcome of the 2024 election will have profound consequences for America's future. Will the country continue down a path of division and polarization, or will it find a way to bridge the divides that separate us? The answer to that question may well depend on the choices made by voters the strategies employed by the candidates, and the unpredictable currents of history. One thing is certain, the battle between Trump and Harris, and the larger struggle it represents, will continue to captivate and concern the nation for years to come.